let me ask you a question. What is Qigong? It doesn't sound like a difficult question to answer, right? Especially if you have been practicing it. The thing is, when I ask people about what swimming is or what jogging is, immediately something comes to the mind, and that we know exactly what they are. But when I'm asking people about what Qigong is, I get different answers depending on the types of Qigong that you are doing. Some of them would tell me something like Baduanjin. Others would tell me about Tai Chi, and some would tell me about Zhan Zhuang. And there are also people talking about ancient breath work. So what exactly is Qigong? They can be so different. Well, the confusion about what Qigong is derived from the word itself, Qigong. The two characters, Qi and Gong, are not new, but the combination of the two characters into one word, which is Qigong, is relatively new. It's just about a century old. Well, for many of us, a century can be a long time. But when you're thinking of using the word to describe practices like Tai Chi or ancient breathwork that go back to thousands of years, then the word is very young. But the thing is, why do we have to coin a new word? It happened more than centuries ago when people became more and more interested in what the traditional Chinese exercises can help us. And so they want to study these exercises or these practices in a more scientific way. And so they group the various type of exercises or practices together, and so give it a name. So they call them Qigong. And the exercises all comply to three very important principles. That's what we call the three regulations. 三条. You have to regulate your body, you have to regulate your breath, and you have to regulate your mind. And you don't do each regulation separately. You have to combine them into one. And this is what you see in these traditional practices. Depending on what type of qigong that you are doing, you would have to know what these three regulations are. And this is what I'm going to share with you in a while. We are going to do a very simple posture that will combine the three. And this simple posture would illustrate to you how the three regulations are about. And if you can combine them and integrate them effectively, you really optimize your Qigong exercise. Okay, so let's do it together. Now, this is what you do. That's it. Well, you may say that I did nothing. Indeed, if you look at it from external, I was not doing a thing. But the thing is, the nature of Qigong is internal, in the sense that many of the things that you do actually happens within you. So you can't see it from outside. So we have to go in and see what happened. Now, this is movement that I call qishi for many exercises like Baduanjin or Shibashi or even Tai Chi. You do this, but it can come in a different form. So don't worry about that. The principles are the same. And even the name may be different. Some names may be Hunyuan Zhuang or Wuji Zhuang. They may look into different details, but again, the principles are the same. So let's look at this simple beginning posture, how it integrates the three regulations together. Okay, so let's talk about the first part of it, the first regulation, which is your body. Now we have to go from below to above. All right, so let me go back a bit. Now, what you do is that you have to align your whole body And how do you align your whole body? The first thing is you have to align your shoulders with your feet. So you split your 2 feet at the shoulders width, so then you can get the alignment. And the next thing is that you bend your knees slightly. All right. When you're bending, what you do is that you bring in your tailbone a bit, as if you are sitting on a high chair. So then when this is the case, the bottom part of your body, your torso, would be aligned with your crown. The bottom part is called Hui Yin. So, then, you have a kind of alignment with the crown, the bottom part of your body, and then your feet and your shoulders. Okay? So this is the beginning. I mean, the beginning part of what we do for qishi posture. And then, having done that, we have to take care of the upper part of the body. This is what you do. In order for you to be really aligned for the upper part, what you do is that do a simple thing, which is to tuck back your chin. When you tuck back your chin, you realize that actually you are elongating your spine. The spine has lengthened as a result. Can you see that? And at the same time, you'd also bring in your tailbone, what we did just now. You just go in and then align the whole thing. And you also realize that, your head is as if being pulled out by a string. So here you are. Now we have got the body aligned. The next thing is to get our breath. Now, what you do is that you do abdominal breathing. In other words, you use the tummy to breathe. So you inhale and let your breath go to your tummy. And let it stay there, and then exhale, let it come up. So when you breathe in, your tummy expands. When you exhale, the tummy contracts. This is very soothing, and it's a kind of natural breathing that would calm you down and also make your breath more effective. I have another video talking about this, so you may go to the section below, I mean the description, to find the link. So the breath is regulated. And the third is your mind. You have to focus. Now, again, there are many ways to do it. I'm recommending one very simple one. What you do is that you close your eyes, but not thoroughly. You leave a gap. So you'll still be able to see. Then you look at the tip of your nose. And having done that, imagine that your nose is a pair of eyes, and look at your heart. And then allow your attention to go all the way down to your tummy. So when you breathe in, when the breath go in, you just observe that the breath go down and let it stay there. And it goes out, it allows it to go out. So you just focus on the breath. And whenever you think of something else, when your mind go astray, just bring back your attention to the breath. And when you do that, you realize that your body is softened, your breath becomes natural, and your mind is settled. As a result, be in the state of Qigong, which is very calm and easy and very natural. So when you do whatever exercise that you do, you optimize it because you have implanted the basic principles in every movement that you do. Even when you are doing standing meditation that you are motionless, it also help you to regulate your entire body alignment. So this is very important. And from here, we can come into the conclusion that Qigong is not about movement. It is about alignment.